Guardian farms are the absolute best way to get XP in prison, but let's be honest, they are arguably the ugliest things you can ever build. So I had a crazy idea. What if I could take the Guardian farm and hide it inside the deadliest ship in history? But before we get started, we're almost 700 days in and we have not got a ender chest, but unfortunately I don't have the things to actually make these chests. So let's head to the nearest nether fortress. Ouch. And we have arrived. And now let's kill a load of blaze. And now we got a little over 64. So now let's go to the end and simply break some obsidian. This should be plenty. And now go back and I'll jump through this portal. Oh my, I forgot pearls. Through here and down to this pearl farm. Take a few stacks and now finally fly back. And now turn this into blaze powder. Turn the powder into eyes of ender and simply craft some ender chests. Let's make 32. I tend to be quite forgetful. So let's place one here, here and everywhere else. And then I'll leave 10 in my hand. Without wasting any more time, let's start moving on to the block collecting part of this video. Stage 1 of this build will be building the Guardian farm. Purely because building the Guardian farm first make it a lot easier, because then if I build the ship first and then the farm don't work, the whole thing needs to be torn down. But if I build the Guardian farm first and it all works, then perfect, I can work on the ship. When talking Guardian farms, there's two options. Either go portal based or non-portal based. Portal based farms normally make more items due to the fact the portals take them right from the overworld and push them straight to the nether, which then resets the mob cap for that monument. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're building a portal based Guardian farm. This farm is built by Madsify and it makes over 55,000 items every hour. Now we know what farm we're building, we can now start collecting all the resources. The materials I'm gonna need are some sand, smelt the sand, and then take back the glass. And now collect some soul sand. This will do. Some scaffolding, wood, and then some iron to make some chests, and then turn some of the chests into some hoppers, obsidian, and put it all into the shulker box. The last thing we need is some netherrack, but there's none up here, so let's go down by here and start mining. This should be enough, and I'll put all the netherrack in the shulker box. And now we have all the items, let's start building this farm. Okay, now the farm is done. Let's first of all break this platform. Get rid of relax. And now simply remove guardrail, remove that. And now it's time to AFK this farm. So let's wait here for around an hour and let's see what we get. Okay, sometime later, let's see what we have. But I ain't got a portal here, so I need to go back to my base. Yeah, long. I'm not expecting tons and tons of chests full, but I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 full. Perfect. Fly up to the chest, and let's see what we have. Oh, wow. We're almost full. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near this. What? Well, that's a shocker. On both sides. Impressive. Wow, I mean, wow, okay. And now the Guardian farm is built. It's time to finally start building this battleship. And I've already built this ship in creative. I know exactly how much blocks we need and exactly how it's gonna look. Let's get into collecting the blocks we need to build this ship. And bang, we're back in the world and we've now got the schematic to build this battleship. And these are all the materials I need to gather. 20,000 stone, 12,000 smooth stone, 4,000 polished granite, and all the other bits and bobs I need. But this won't collect itself, so let's get started. Okay, so 4,000 polished granite. And now I could either go mining veins of granite. Every 4 granite equals 1 polished block, or I can fly back to my house and enter my trading hall, because mason villagers got a chance of selling 1 emerald for 4 polished granite. And now that is perfect, because that means we need 1,000 emeralds. You may be thinking, 1,000 emeralds, that's still gonna take you quite a while. But you see, that is not the case, because going through this portal takes us right to my raid farm. And now this raid farm ain't just a normal raid farm, no. This raid farm collects over 6,000 emeralds every hour. So let's come here for a little while and start spawning in some raid, and then we can collect the emeralds we need for all the granite. Been here for a little while and we've got all 900. So now let's take all these and turn them all into emerald blocks. And now let's fly home. How about no? And I'll fly to my house and bang, we're now in the trading hall. So now we simply just convert this to the emeralds, and I'll just buy this granite over and over again until we get 4,000. And from one trading cycle, we've got around 600. That means we need to do this another 6 times. It's been a little while, and we've finally got one shulker filled. We need to fill that one, and then we're done. And bang, that's now 2 shulkers full of polished granite. I've also put blocks here, there, here, and here, and then 2 by here, purely because I was spending a lot of time going from villager to villager to villager, and it was just a lot of time. So I placed the blocks where of villagers that trade the granite. Okay, we now have that filled, and that almost filled. We're on 4,110 polished granite total. I need 4,500 total, and as you can see, I'm out of emerald. So it's back to the raid farm, and we're back again and got emerald. So take them back to the house and start trading once again. And finally, we've got all the granite we need. Next, it's blackstone. Now, blackstone is found in the nether. Veins of blackstone is found in a basalt delta. So let's go and find one now. Here you go. I'm generating patches like this. So we just mine until we get all the ones we need. So all 600. Alright, so let's crack on. And there you go. That's all the blackstone we need. Wait, don't my bartering farm? Wait, that all might have been pointless. I think my bartering farm gives me blackstone. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, I have so much. I have so much. Turns out, for next time, this gives me blackstone. Okay. I completely forgot. But now next, if I go to my guardian farm and grab some black dye, fly home, and then to the end through here, and then finally grab some sand, fly through the portal, fly towards the smelter, and then smelt the sand. Take back the sand, turn the ink sacks to black dye, and then turn the glass to black stained glass, and then finally put it all in a shulker. Take some more logs, and then turn it all into planks, turn some into stick, craft some fences, more stick, more fences, more wood, and finally more fences, and some more fences. That should be fine. And now we got all the glass, the fences, the blackstone, and the granite. What's left is the stone. So let's build a stone generator, and the generator is now built. We stand in by here, and I simply just break. As you can see, we ain't breaking fast enough. That's why we now need a beacon. So, let's start building a beacon. Now we got the beacon and the generator, we can finally start getting all the stone and smooth stone we need for this build. So I've done a lot of mining, and then when my tools got low, I went to the end, repaired them, and then got back to mining. My pickaxe has just broken. How fun. So, let's make a new one. And there you go. We've got a new pickaxe. So now, let's get back to mining. We're currently low on rockets, so let's AFK out my gunpowder farm for a little bit. And now we have 10 double chests filled with straight stone. But now it's time to do the long part. Put all the stone in shulkers. And finally, that's all 12 shulkers filled, which is all 20,000 stone. And here's the 300 buttons and the 800 stairs. Now, the last thing we need is smooth stone. Now, smooth stone is basically just smelted normal stone. So, let's melt all the stone using this super smelter. Turns out, we actually ain't got enough stone. So, it's back to this generator once again. But while I'm mining, at least this time, the smelter is actually working. So, let's get back to mining after a trip to the end. And finally, just like that, we've got every single item we need to actually build this battleship. And to actually find out if we got it all, let's take it all out, go to the material list, and bang, we're missing 11 stone buttons. So, let's get that real quick. Go down to this little generator and take 11 stone. Perfect. And then craft the stone into stone buttons, and then find the box with all the buttons. There you go. Place down the buttons. So yes, we have all the items we need. We can see that because the available here. The available. I have more on some things, but not less. So that's wonderful. So now let's finally start building. And finally, this ship is now fully complete.